Michelle, you sent me a story,
Yeah. Uh-oh.
and this name, any particular item that is classified as this food, it turns me off. It is like a repellent. What food item, and it could be many different varieties, but it has a
I know what it is.
what is it? What is the word?
Casserole.
Yes, it is.
I
I hate the term casserole.
Why?
Because it's just you know what? It's like the regular food version of a dump cake.
You're crazy, man.
I don't
No.
like casseroles. You know what? Casseroles come across as like the laziest. Like you make that. What is that broccoli chicken?
Oh, yeah. Yum.
Oh my God! It's the worst thing in the world.
It has broccoli and chicken in it. Probably has a little
Yes.
cheese in it.
Yes.
Well, thank
yes.
God you haven't made that in a while.
That's the
Julian's
worst.
coming home. I'll make it for him.
Oh,
The worst
no.
thing in the world.
Oh.
What's with you?
I know. What's wrong with him?
Who doesn't like a nice big scoop of comfort food casserole?
I have an aversion, and just the word casserole evokes a visceral, angry reaction.
Again, on the spectrum. Like, who has that kind of reaction to a word?
Oh, you know what you are, MJ?
What?
You're a casserole. That's what you are.
I'm a casshole.
You're a casserole.
Like tuna. I can't think of anything more repugnant than a tuna casserole.
When have you ever had a tuna casserole?
Never.
Yeah, I've had. Trust me,
Nope.
I've
Nope.
had
Nope.
friends' houses.
Nope.
You know,
What friend do you
know
have
what?
that's invited you over? Oh, we're having tuna tonight,
Listen,
Todd.
let me tell you where this probably
Egg
originates.
noodles, tuna,
Let-
some peas, some
let
cream
me,
of something.
Let me tell you where this originates.
Where?
I believe that my hatred for casseroles originates from Stephen Maneker's house.
Did his mother make you a tuna casserole?
It was a tuna casserole. This is like mid 70s, and maybe I was 8 years old, 9 years old, early 70s, and I remember I had dinner at Stephen Maneker's house, a couple of houses over in Nanuet, New York,
What's your problem?
and his mom made a tuna casserole. And it smelled like freaking gnarled out cat food. It was awful.
Okay,
and
that's...
the consistency. God,
No,
maybe
stop.
that's where my hatred for casseroles comes from.
That was the tuna that smelled, not the casserole
Yeah.
itself. Because you
The
can make a chicken casserole, you can make a turkey casserole,
yeah,
you can make a
questions.
beef casserole.
I have 4 questions for you.
Go ahead.
1, do you like chicken?
I love chicken. I made chicken thighs last night for Chloe and me.
Thank you.
With a side of incredible Niigata grown koshiyakari Japanese sticky rice in the zojirushi.
Oh, okay.
There's another one.
There's a second question. Do you like rice?
I love rice.
Do you like broccoli?
I love broccoli.
You like cheese?
It's the slathered up glops.
You're gonna love it together.
I hate casseroles.
You're gonna
if you want to make me get nauseous, then talk about casseroles.
You like those 4 items, and as my grandfather used to say, it's all going down in the same place anyway. So
Yeah.
mix it all up and eat it.
Oh, so let me eat some anchovies, some Caesar dressing, pasta. I'll put a couple scoops of ice cream and chocolate mudslide cake on top,
Now you're
and just
being
eat it all
ridiculous.
at the same
Now
time
you're
because it's
being
all going to the same
And
place.
that's, again, completely
Look here.
off the charts.
MJ, I found a recipe online for a chicken broccoli rice casserole with 5 stars with 261
All right. Let me ask you, why do restaurants not have casseroles on their menu?
Because that's something.
Think about that.
That's something you bake at home.
Why is no restaurant I've ever been to has something called a casserole? Because it's a lazy ass.
It's a weeknight meal dish.
It's not that lazy, by the way, because you do have to cook some of the components before you put them in and
you
assemble it.
You throw it all in a Pyrex and put it in the oven at
Nope.
425 for 30 minutes. That's your casserole. And sprinkle some breadcrumbs on top.
And doesn't Cracker Barrel have sweet potato casserole?
I have no idea.
I think you have a broccoli casserole too.
Listen, so what is this thing? You sent me something called the funeral casserole?
Well, again, okay, so I like casseroles, but who wants to eat a funeral casserole? Like, why are they calling it
Okay,
this?
I'll tell you why.
I mean, I get it,
I'll
but
tell you why. Because it's a good casserole.
Hold on, do you know what a funeral casserole
I know-
is? How the hell do you know what a funeral
Because that's
casserole is?
400 pounds. I know what every casserole is. That's how I know.
Even the name sounds stupid. Casserole.
So they have funeral casserole. They also have funeral potatoes.
That's what. Hold on, but that's what the funeral casserole. And how do you know this? This is in the story that Michelle sent me.
If you ever go to a potluck,
Michelle sent me a link to Southern Living, and the headline is "There's nothing sad about funeral casserole." our most popular 13 by 9 recipe of all time? Is 13 by 9 like the Pyrex, the casserole dish?
It's the size
Standard.
of the dish. So you go, a lot of funerals where after the service, they go back to a house or so, and they have a little whatever they have, right? And a lot of times it's a potluck where everybody brings a dish or a covered dish, right?
Ugh.
I'm not a fan of potlucks.
You know what? And you've just brought up another
I know.
retching feeling, because like when they do like the potluck dinners or like at the radio station where everyone brings in a dish, people bring in casseroles, and I just imagine them like naked with unwashed hands, and they're scratching themselves, and then they're making a casserole, and they've got like their cats are on the counter walking around the food and everything, and then they bring it into the office for the big office surprise casserole party.
The office Thanksgiving party.
Yeah. The potluck lunch.
Why are you only applying your repulsive visions to the casserole? Shouldn't it apply to the chips and dip or the sandwiches that someone made?
No.
Potlucks is a totally different. It doesn't matter what you bring to the potluck. I'm not eating it. But the casserole specifically, MJ, because a lot of funerals is maybe in this, I don't know, Southern tradition or a lot of all around the country, you bring a covered dish to the family for the party or for the memorial.
Yeah, the funeral party.
Yeah, well,
kind of is a party.
So, because this is the best potato casserole dish worthy of bringing to you don't bring it to the funeral and scoop it on Uncle Bert who's in the casket.
I'm moving on, but listen, I hate the word casserole. I hate casseroles, and the funeral casserole, the funeral potato. Michelle, don't make any of these things.
I'm making it.
Will you stop
Making it.
Michelle, if I send you a link to this story here that has
Send it.
thousands of 5-star reviews,
Send it.
thousands. It's funeral casserole.
Apparently, another Michelle wants to talk to my Michelle.
This is the third Michelle today.
Yeah, let's say hi to Michelle in St. Pete. Michelle, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Michelle, please make him one of the 1950 Jell-O molds with the casserole in it.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. That's another repulsive thing. Jell-O molds with crap inside of it.
So those are like salads.
Please, Michelle, make one for him.
All right. I'm on it.
Michelle, like the whole Midwest calls like gelatinous dishes like salads.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like off to the side.
Gene in Riverview. Gene, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Well, it was better before I brought up casseroles, but I had to do it. Go ahead.
You hate them now?
Oh, I've always hated them.
Yeah, just think every meal you eat now ends up a casserole in your stomach.
That's right. He's right. You're right.
Thank you, Gene.
I love it.
Thank you, Gene.
Thank you, Gene.
Guess what? I'm going on a hunger strike.
What a casshole.
All right, 8:05 at the MJ Morning Show. Hope you liked the video. If you did, then hit the like, share, subscribe, all this crap down here.